Yesterday, Russia suspended its participation in the Black Sea Grain Initiative, its latest blow to the world supply of food. Just hours later, the Kremlin rained missiles and dispatched armed drones on Ukraine's grain hub, the port of Odessa. And then today, President Putin's spokesman threatened the safety of Ukrainian ships that would dare to carry food through international waters. It is clear that Russia continues to use food as a weapon of war. This time, the impact is not only on the people of Ukraine, but also on global food supply and prices. 65% of these shipments have gone to some of the world's most vulnerable countries and people. The world should not be fooled by Moscow's latest lies. The impact of these actions is already being felt, particularly in the Middle East and Africa. Prior to the implementation of the Black Sea Grain Initiative, food commodity prices spiked nearly 22% due to Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. As a result of Moscow's inhumane and unilateral decisions over the past 24 hours, we are already seeing a spike in global wheat, corn, and soybean prices. Meanwhile, Russia continues to reap record profits from its grain exports. Despite Russia's claims to the contrary, the UN has worked hard to facilitate Russian exports of food in coordination with the private sector, the United States, EU, and UK to clarify any concerns raised by Russia. As we have consistently made clear, no G7 sanctions are in place on Russian food and fertilizer exports. Since its implementation in August last year, the Black Sea Grain Initiative successfully stabilized food prices. Over 32 million metric tons of grain and foodstuffs flowed to countries worldwide through the initiative, including the equivalent of nearly 18 billion loaves of bread, the majority of which has gone directly to developing countries and the most vulnerable populations, like the Horn of Africa, the Sahel, Yemen, and Afghanistan. For the millions of people who depend on Ukrainian grain to feed their families, we urge the government of Russia to reverse its decision and to extend, expand, and fully implement the initiative immediately and cease its attacks against infrastructure critical to global food security. We also hope that every country is watching, because they will see it is Russia who is responsible for blocking food from getting to those who need it, and Russia who should change course immediately.